It's really starting to ramp up.
We just went through, what was it, 9 different opportunities that came in the last 6 weeks, and 3 of them turned into, hot lead. One of them turned into a potential job, and 2 of them turned into agree to refer. So, it's pretty good progress over a 6, 7 week period.
Probably the service master meeting, to be honest with you. Not only was it like a potential job, but the meeting just went really well from what Mike was saying. It also kind of put him out there as like a new BDR. Just kind of like, we've talked about what to say when you get here. You've been trying to get that meeting. Now you've gotten that meeting. You talked about those things we told you to talk about. And it worked. So like we got to kind of put a process with like actual action, and then you got to win. But I think it gave him a little bit more pieces to the puzzle as far as like how do we build a repeatable sales process. We've talked about building a repeatable sales process. You're trying to watch me do it at light speed, but like you really need it broken down so you can follow something. And then I think you guys provided almost exactly that, where it's like, what should you say? Why are you saying these things to this person? Definitely beneficial for Mike.
We were enrolled in another program before where they were using socials, and it didn't work. And I knew Jeff was very successful with the cold calling, and I liked the idea that you guys were focused cold calling and starting the conversation to hand off to us. And that's really what made me think this was going to be much better than what we had in the past.
You guys kind of like jump started Mike's sales career here as far as like his day to day, because he was having problems getting people on the phone, or he wasn't making enough calls. Now he's making calls. You guys are giving him calls. You guys are setting meetings for him. You're also like attaching some action items to those meetings. So it's kind of giving him like some things in the pipeline. You know what I mean? So kind of a jump start to him getting some leads.
And I think the other thing that it does is we've gotten really busy. The last 4 or 5 weeks, we've been super busy. So the fact that the engine is still running in the background while we're all running around doing estimates or rolling up our sleeves and jumping in on a job or driving a truck somewhere, the engine doesn't stop. And I think that's really important while we're like this, while we're super busy. When I first started, I was the engine. So I would drive. And then when we got busy, there was no engine going on. So we kind of had this cyclical, we had jobs and we didn't have jobs and we had jobs. And now when we're really busy and we're all working on the jobs, we still have that running in the background so that it doesn't slow down. And we've been very, very consistent the last few months. As an owner, you want to try every opportunity to expand your market and to get more referral sources. And this has been an excellent way to do that. But this is just another extension of that. Ours is a single referral turns into multiple jobs. So spending that extra time, getting one more referral source could be 5 or 6 more jobs a year. So you get 3 or 4 or 5 or 3 for us. Let's say 3 for us over 8 weeks could turn into 15 jobs throughout the year. And if you do that for 6 months, how many extra jobs is that? And at what point does that extra job get you in the profitability? It's huge.